very scary, Shaq. I see you decided not to dress for the occasion.
Well, when you're 7 feet and as sexy as I am, you don't need a costume. Plus, I took my kids trick-or-treating before I came here. Ernie, father duties.
Wow. I just remember the worst trick that I ever got in the bag.
Trick in the
on
bag?
Trick-or-treat. Yeah, it was the worst.
Trick in the bag?
The worst trick in the bag I've ever got. I opened up the candy thinking it was going to be filled with all kinds of great things. I opened it up and worms were inside.
Oh, that's horrible. That's
awesome.
a horrible story.
That's awesome.
That's a
Did you eat
terrible
them?
story.
It was horrible.
It's a very sad story.
It was hard. It was a trick in the bag.
What was your best costume?
My best costume probably when I was an adult. I came, me and my wife, Run DMC.
Oh.
I was Run. No, I was DMC. She was Run.
Yeah. How about you, Shaq? You never dress up for...
He's dressed for Halloween right now.
I'll give you a hint, Ernie. Oh.
What's that?
Chewbacca.
Oh. I didn't know that was Chewbacca's sound.
Oh.
I'm going trick-or-treating again this year as Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Nice.
That'll do it for now. Thanks for tuning in. I don't need a costume.
You mean Ryan Gosling?
Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thompson with the bucket.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And it's blocked by Jordan. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside Curry. He kicks to Green. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Did you?
Yeah, right,
No.
right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Douglas.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Both free throws good from Douglas. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, timed for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
It's Davis on the wing. No luck. Great D that time from Green. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jordan the screen. The pass to Green. On the wing, Thompson. They get it back. Jordan banked in off the glass. Jordan's got his first basket of the night.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now here's Douglas. Davis sets a screen. Here's the screen. Off the screen. The shot's good from Douglas.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him to him.
Curry kicks to Jordan. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Jordan's got 5.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now, here's Ajinça. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Jordan high post, working on Ajinça. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good, Jordan.
Really an extraordinary game for Jordan. He's already up to 8 points and 2 rejections. This is the way he wanted to start the game.
You know what? Going full speed from the word go. Really impressive.
Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Jordan can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Douglas dishes to Davis. Champ the pass to Davis. Hill kicks to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Champ. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Durant with a screen on Hill. Jordan the pass to Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Douglas. He feeds it to Ajinça. Hill kicks to Douglas. New Orleans moving the ball around. But they'll get another chance. Moves back up. And he gets the bucket. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career, the historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, his numbers look the most similar to Hakeem the Dream. And that's about as good a company as you can get.
On the wing, Hill. Davis kicks to Ajinça. Good D by Jordan. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
Here's Douglas. Following the basket by Draymond Green. Here's the dish to Ajinça. Hill kicks to Ajinça. Outside Hill. Off the pick. And it's Ajinça missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Passes it to Jordan. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 11 points for Jordan.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Anthony Davis, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Tony Douglas. Here's Champ. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Ajinça dishes to Hill. Davis, the pass to Champ. Takes it from 10. 6 to shoot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Now here's Curry. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Houston. And the shot is good. And it's 13 points for Jordan.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
No good. Great D that time from Davis. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Champ. Out to Holiday. To the inside. And that one is good from Ajinça. Ajinça's got 6 points.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
The drive by Green. Outside Jordan. Leaner from distance. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Alvin Gentry. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thank you, Doris.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry, coming off a terrific season. Last season, put up about 23 points per, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
First free throw is good. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Pass to Cunningham. Back to Evans. Pass to Cunningham. Davis kicks to Cunningham. Outside, Davis. Evans inside. Guarded by Curry. Nice shot by Evans.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Here is Livingston after Tyreek Evans has scored from 12 feet out. Offensive rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And here's Iguodala outside. Tries to keep it alive. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Evans dishes to Holiday. Davis, the pass to Evans. Here's Champ. Davis down low. Is up against Pachulia. Davis kicks to Cunningham. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. .146 left in the first. Over to the left wing. Here's Pachulia. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
For the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they fought through the game was fantastic.
And Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Now here's Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Ejuan Moore is checked in for New Orleans. Ejuan Moore. .110 left here in the opening quarter. Left side Curry, 4 on the clock. Pulls up. And the shot falls short this time. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Curry against Moore. And Curry, here we go. Softly drops in the floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Evans dishes to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Feeds it to Evans. Taken away. Here is Livingston. He had 10 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Lets it fly from 18. Here's West, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Davis. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw dropped for David West. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Evans. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like he do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
We've got Alexis Ajinça, Tony Douglas out there with Etuan Moore, and there's Cunningham, and it's Hill in at the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Douglas, 5 to shoot, out to the wing, on the corner. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Warriors leading by 9. Kicks it to Livingston. Durant against Douglas. Jordan the screen. Durant, great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 43% from the floor. They set the pick. Thompson against Douglas. And there's the feed to Cunningham. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. Golden State's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Livingston kicks to Jordan. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Now here's Moore. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Douglas against Thompson. Douglas the pass to Ajinça. And stolen by Jordan. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And that is good. Jordan's got 17 now.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Douglas against Thompson. Douglas dishes to Cunningham. No good on the three. Warriors leading by 13. Durant with it. He's picked up by Hill. Here's Jordan. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that 2-guard position.
Well, he can defend 3 positions, Kevin. And offensively, he does everything you want done from the 2-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
With the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. A very nice season for him last year. 4th in three-point field goal percentage, 10th in scoring, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And, you know, as you said, he was great from downtown. I don't think last year was an aberration. He's one of the deadliest sharpshooters in the game.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anthony Davis comes in for Alexis Ajinski, and it's Holiday in for Ejuan Moore. Here's Cunningham. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Durant just inside the line. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Thompson against Douglas. Outside, Davis. Hill kicks to Davis. 5 on the clock. New Orleans moving it around. Trying his luck deep. Pelicans keep it alive. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against Houston.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
First team.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Now here's Durant, the 11-footer, and that's good off the glass that time. Durant's got 6.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Now here is Holiday. He's tightly guarded. He dishes it to Davis. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals are just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Now here's Douglas, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And Holiday kicks to Cunningham. Dishes to Douglas. Here's Davis. And he gets it to go. Davis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in an emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
New Orleans making a switch here. Galloway's checked in. Now here is Holiday. He kicks it to Cunningham. Galloway, the pass to Davis. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Davis has got it back down to single digits for New Orleans.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Jordan. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Lock at 6. A leaner. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jordan's got 21.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorer. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Hill against Durant. Outside Holiday. Now the pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet away. Hits some room on the way in, and the bucket's good. Davis has got 15.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Jordan the screen. Here's Livingston. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And how about Sean Livingston? He's just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
And the first one drops. He's signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Chance checked in for Dante Cunningham. Livingston hits both of them. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
It's back to Hill. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Davis. No good. West with some nice D.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by Draymond Green. Outside, Davis. Outside, Holiday. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
Here's West. Great D that time from Davis.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Galloway, the pass to Hill. Holiday dishes to Davis. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
Champ, the pass to Holiday. He feeds it to Hill. Out to the wing. Outside Holiday. Pick up by Hill. Here's Champ. Here's Davis.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He has 17 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
All right, now.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And that one falls for Davis. New Orleans making a switch here. Evans is checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Pachulia comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Durant. And both free throws good for Davis. Warriors leading by 8. Here is Livingston. To the middle. Here's Curry. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Galloway kicks to Evans. Davis sets a screen. Evans dishes to Davis. Here's Galloway, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Galloway has got his first basket.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Left side, West. Here is Livingston. The dish now to Curry. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Galloway to pass to Evans. Pick up by Hill. Davis has the open look. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Davis setting the pick for Evans, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
So for the Pelicans, Alexis Ajinça comes in for Hill, and Moore subbed in for Langston Galloway. Golden State's gone 1-3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Curry, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
No good on that one. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
And he sinks the second.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 9 points.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Here is Livingston. West. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 11. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
55 seconds left in the first half of the game. From the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Evans. Soft touch off the glass. Evans has got his second basket of the night.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Curry wide open. Again, Curry missing. Pelicans trail by 7. And here's Evans. It's Davis on the wing. No good with the wing jumper. That'll do it for the first half. The Warriors on top. They lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, David, a great first half that demonstrates a lot of the evolution of this team. As a veteran of this group, can you tell us a bit about the concepts that have helped this cohesion?
You know, we've developed some good habits, creating an identity, but we've just got to continue to try to make the right play every single time, and then the game will speak for itself.
David, thank you. Guys, Coach would point directly to this guy as to what this team is all about.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. Much of their early lead was flushed down the drain, though, as they ended the quarter up by just 3. Then, in a tight battle through the second quarter, they actually extended their advantage a little, heading into the half up by 7. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, who would have thought they'd be leading at halftime? I didn't. They were big underdogs coming in. They played up to the level of their competition. If you thought they'd be intimidated by this matchup, think again. They definitely can't relax, though. We're going to have a fight on our hands all the way.
And, Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
I thought they were definitely outworked on the defensive end. They showed a lack of hustle, a lack of physicality. They weren't staying in front of their guys or putting bodies on people. It's critical that they improve their defensive effort in the second half.
That does it for halftime, as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the third quarter.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
And I tell you what, that allowed him to get his team several multiple shot opportunities. His work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Draymond Green is out there with Jordan. And it's Durant in at the three, the small forward.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That free throw good from Thompson. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
Draymond Green with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Champ. Pass to Douglas. Feeds it to Ajinça. Douglas against Thompson. 5 on the clock. Hill kicks to Davis. Takes the 13-footer. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's now 25 points for Anthony Davis.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
Pelicans trail by 7. Douglas with it. Outside, Davis. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lets the 3 fly. That is good. Green's got 9.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Now here is Hill. Douglas for 3, and the shot is good. He has 7.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Douglas. He has 7. Outside Hill. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Davis. Here's Champ, led by Green. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Douglas against Durant. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the layup. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4.
And he gets it to go.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Thompson following the score by New Orleans. Count that one.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
briefly take a look at the stats for Hill. How he did last season was in at about 9 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential clearly, but it's raw, unrefined. He needs to keep polishing it up.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Cunningham, he's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's Holiday in for Champ. Cunningham dishes it to Holiday. Pass to Ajinça. Here's Douglas. And too long on the shot.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown, Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here, for sure.
First personal foul, teams first.
The Pelicans have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Take a look at what Ajinça's done. 9 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Now, here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. The drive by Jordan. Kicks to Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Holiday. It's Ajinça, top of the key. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? And they were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
That one misses.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball move.
There's the pick. Holiday, the pass to Ajinça. Now here's Douglas. 7 points in the game. Unloads. Misses off the left iron.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that 4th quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Right side Curry. There's the feed to Green. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. Pelicans trail by 12. And Hill has it in the corner. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Thompson for the triple. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Ajinça, and the Pelicans miss again. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Curry. Back to Durant. And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by Green.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Douglas against Curry. Stolen by Durant. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Curry's got 13.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Here is Ajinça. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shot clock at 5. Nice job coming off that screen.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Green inside the three-point line. Tries again, and it's Durant laying it in. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Curry against Holiday. Hill has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Klay Thompson. There's the pick. And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Tyson Galloway's checked in for Tony Douglas. The Warriors also with a sub. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Draymond Green. Warriors leading by 19. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Durant from 12 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
The Pelicans shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Dishes it to Cunningham. Hill kicks to Galloway. The pass to Cunningham. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 this quarter. Warriors leading by 19. Jordan kicks to Curry. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Cunningham dishes it to Ajinça. Can't hit from 12.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here is Holiday. He kicks to Galloway. Six on the shot clock. The dish to Holiday. Goes up on the wing. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. He feeds it to Iguodala. Holiday against Thompson. Right wing. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Jacks up a 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Jordan. And Here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Thompson's got 13 points in the second half. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Hill kicks to Holiday. Here's Cunningham. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Dante Cunningham taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Champ comes in for Solomon Hill. Evans, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Moore subbed in for Langston Galloway. Golden State also making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Jordan. West comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the second free throw, good. Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Thompson against Evans. It's Thompson off the drive.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That's his second.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Klay Thompson taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Moore. And that's not going to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. From New Orleans, back in a moment. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Pelicans shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. They've got each one more. Omer Ashik is out there with Luke Babbitt. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Evans in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Evans. 6 to shoot. Passes to Babbitt. Wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Babbitt's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pelicans. Livingston kicks to Pachulia.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Ashik up top. Babbitt passes to Evans. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Moore against Iguodala. Feeds it to West. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Here is Livingston after David West's bucket, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now here's Evans.
Well, you know, one season in the books with the NBA's new replay center, and so far, so good. I mean, the replays are averaging about 45 seconds apiece, and getting the officials the angles they need quickly to make the right call.
Iguodala outside. They grab their own miss. Pass to Smooth from downtown, and again, it's the Warriors missing. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And with the new replay center, the league also going for more transparency. People expect it now, Clark, and they're officiating.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. Evaluating the most scrutinized calls and non-calls of the games in those last 2 minutes, that's a positive. Things are continuing to change, I think, for the better in that regard.
He had a nice open look right there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Evans outside. Pondexter dishes to Evans. Floats one up. Ball's knocked loose. Abbott. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Abbott's got 4 points now in the quarter. New Orleans making some changes here. Ante Cunningham's checked in for Luke Abbott. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Tyreek Evans.
Langston Galloway.
Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Ashik. Kicks it to Galloway. Over to the left wing. Pondexter, the pass to Ashik. Clock at 4. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's more. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so here is New Orleans following the score by Golden State. The feed now to Galloway. softly drops in the floor.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Livingston passes to Smooth. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
He hits the second from the line.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Now here's Moore. Screen by Asik. Here's Galloway. They get the rebound. Banked in off the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, they're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Dishes it to Livingston. The pass to Smooth. And Galloway pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Screen by Asik. Pondexter kicks to Galloway. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
West gets the bucket.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Galloway kicks to Asik. The dish now to Galloway. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Smooth. He feeds it to West. He kicks to Pachulia. Passes it to Smooth. From deep, Iguodala. And another three for Golden State.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Moore outside. Here is Cunningham. Back to Moore. He dishes it to Galloway. 5 to shoot. Asik, the pass to Galloway. Drops in the layup for 2. Galloway has got 6 here in this quarter. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here is Livingston. Iguodala outside. Shoots. And it's Iguodala again missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
From beyond the arc, Cunningham's shot is off.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. A 3-ball. And it's Iguodala again missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Galloway. Feeds to Cunningham. Down low. And Asik kicks to Moore. That's good.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Golden State's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Livingston dishes to West. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Galloway kicks to Asik. Screen by Asik. Here's Galloway. And he's good on the 3-ball. Galloway's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Here is Livingston. Here's Iguodala. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cunningham's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Galloway. New Orleans moving it around. And it's Moore penetrating. And he gets it to go.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. Clark, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past.
Now here's West. The drive by Iguodala. No good from West.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing.
And speaking, Clark, of playground basketball, why do you think that is, that players are going indoors?
Well, I think one reason is playing on hardwood is nicer. It's easier on your joints and safer overall. The game has changed and it's big business now, but there are still plenty of weekend warriors who get their hoop on outside.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Galloway, the pass to Cunningham. Pass to Galloway. To the right side. And Moore kicks to Galloway. Cunningham dishes it to Moore. Takes a three. It's Clark with the rebound. Warriors leading by 23.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
They're going to close them out for the second time this year. This gives them a season series lead of 2-0 with just one game left to play against the Pelicans.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jordan. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Here is Livingston. And it's West in the corner. There's the screen. Jumper off the screen. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
David, what is it you like about the way this team is playing right now?
You know, we're just defending. I think we're playing together, making an extra pass. Every NBA game is a different challenge, so again, we just got to come ready to compete. You know, guys are taking pride in their preparation.
David, thank you as always, guys. What a culture they've established here.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now